Hi there, let's work through our revision sheet that will get you very well prepared for next Tuesday or Wednesday's test. Remember that each of these expressions are only expecting you to collect the like terms and to simplify. You're not being asked to solve an equation, you're not being asked to evaluate, you're not being asked to find the value of the variables. You're just collecting the like terms and simplifying. So in this first question, you would group the 8 m's with the 3 m's and also collect the plus to the left. So your first collection is 8m plus 3m. Then you would collect your 7p's and you need to collect the operation to the left and you take away 4p's. So in this bracket will be 7p take away 4p, and that's because of the plus here which comes down and the minus here which comes down. So your answer, or your simplified version of this expression, is 11 m's. Now you've got positive 7 take away 4 is going to give you positive 3p as your answer. Alright, remember with these ones, the power and the variable have to be exactly the same. So you've got s's all the way through, but you can only collect with the variables when the powers are exactly the same. So you've got 9s squared and you collect that plus 7s squared. So what you have left is plus 5 cubed, and that cannot go with your 14s, so they will stay by themselves. Your simplified expression is 9 and 7 is 16 s cubes, so that doesn't turn into a 4, it's just that you've got 16 of these s squared, sorry. Okay, and then we've got 5s cubed. Because this is a cube, it can't go with your square. Okay, and because that's just 14s, it can't go again with the cubed or the squared s. So when we simplify, we're trying to make things smaller. This expression had 1, 2, 3, 4 terms in it, and we've simplified it to an expression that has 3 terms in it. Okay, so again, with our multiplying, all we're doing is simplifying. We're collecting the terms. When we multiply, however, the best thing to do is to say and recognize that 4z means 4 times z, and this multiply continues, and then you've got 6 multiplied by a multiplied by n. Okay, a lot of us can see, however, that all we do when we collect these terms is say 4 times 6 gives you 24, and then a and z is the order of the variables. So multiplying is that you just mash it all together. Okay, m for multiply, m for mash it all together. This one is negative 5 multiplied by j. Bring your multiply down to continue, and that is 8 multiplied by k. Alright, so now you've got negative 5 multiplied by 8 gives you negative 40. That's using our integers rules. 5 times 8 is 40, and we've got a negative multiplied by a positive. Now we just list our variables in alphabetical order. Okay, to collect like terms here and to simplify, we recognize that 4b squared actually means 4 times b times b. And the second term is 2 multiplied by h. 4 times 2 is 8. Okay, we've got 2 b's, so we will write it as b squared, and we've got 1 h, so we write it as a h on the end. Division. Okay, so division is what we worked on in class today. We did some revision of that. So sometimes you'll have the larger number in the numerator, which is the case for both of these questions. But it doesn't matter if the number in the numerator is bigger or the number in the denominator is bigger. If you follow this process through, you should be okay with any question. So I always write mine as a division on top of each other. So it means 20 multiplied by m multiplied by y multiplied by y multiplied by y. Okay, this is your single m from here. This is your y cubed from here. Then you're going to guarantee your success, you write your division like a fraction really. 18 multiplied by m multiplied by m is your m squared from here. Alright, so from here what we start to do is cross out and cancel to simplify. We want to get rid of some stuff. The m's can go, and that's all that can go. We've got one m here but no partner for it. You've got a group of y's up there, but you cannot cross off from the same numerator. You have to have one in the numerator and one in the denominator, so they can't be crossed off. So what we have left is 20y cubed divided by 18m. Okay, you've got 20y cubed and 18m left. Okay, this is where if you can go all the way through you'll get your 4 points. First of all, they're both even, so they can be divided by 2 to start with. Okay, I think 2 is the only thing that they can be divided by. Actually, there's no other higher common factor. So 20 divided by 2 is going to give you 10y cubed on the top, and 18 divided by 2 is going to give you 9 with your m down the bottom. And that's your answer. You've simplified it from this to this. The numbers are smaller, so they're simpler to use, and we've eliminated some of those variables from the original expression. We might do these two and then take a break and do a second movie. 35 multiplied by z divided by 21 multiplied by g multiplied by g multiplied by g is your g cubed multiplied by z. Okay, I might skip a step out here where I'm going to go z goes with a z. Then I'm going to look straight away at my 35 and 21 and recognise that they both can be divided by 7. So 35 divided by 7 gives me 5 in my numerator with no variable. 21 divided by 7 is 3, and g cubed is left over. Okay, so I did miss out a step, but I showed my working there. Okay, so this one down the bottom here looks complicated because we have a plus and a multiply. Okay, but remember your basics of order of operations. So your 9 and your plus has to wait. We have to concentrate on your 4r squared times the 6ri to start with. You have to concentrate on the multiplier first because of order of operations. Alright, so we'll leave our 9r and our plus. Now remember what we do is we say 4, well we could really spread this out as 4 times r multiplied by 6 times r times I. Okay, so now we go 4 times 6, we still get our 9r plus. 6 times 4 is 24. We've got 1, 2, 3 r's, so it's going to be r to the power of 3, and we have 1i. That's all we can do with that question, because if you go back to our questions like this, when we have plussing or adding to collect-alike terms, 9r is nowhere near r cubed and an I, so we cannot collect those any further. Okay, so that's video 1. I might press stop and do a second video for substitution and a third video for expanding.